Good evening, Mini Mommy. Oop. Let me mute this. Okay. I hate hearing myself echo. I don't like listening to myself anyways. How are you, Mini Mommy? Hype is right, by the way. Although I realize my poll still has another 10 minutes to go. But I'm pretty sure I know who's gonna win. Unfortunately, the campaign to have the rock troll win did not succeed. And it looks like it's going to be Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, which is, I guess, the ultimate fae. Yay! Yay and boo. Yay, because it's good you got it. Babe, I was going to say, it's good because you got it, but boo if you don't feel well. So I added this guy here because I painted him yesterday. I was like, I'm running out of time to finish these, so I decided I was going to get him started. Where's the dye? Oh, here's the dye. It's a clear dye, though, but unfortunately these are not clear, so I just sort of guessed. But there's definitely blue, green, and purple in these. They're really cool. It's really cool the way the colors to go, when you change the direction, it looks different. So that's what I did at Paint Club, or the painting party. So it's a good start. So how are you? I hope you had a good weekend. I'm going to continue on my Ranger. Then I'm basing it on the colors. This is a dye I use on the Murder Hobo game with my Ranger, Anja. My somewhat crazy Ranger. I do have my drink. Let's hope I don't dump it. And let's see. The one I realize I'm going to have a problem with actually picking a character to paint it to is the wizard. Because I've realized I don't really have any wizard characters. So I might have to go see if I can figure out. I love the wizard too. He's awesome, but I don't have any. I've got plenty of dice. I just don't have any characters that go with it. So I found this awesome dungeon slime color, which I think is a pretty good match for that. I'm also thinking I should probably mix in some of that this metal medium. I've changed my camera angle now, so hopefully it'll make my life a little easier. It's now sitting it used to be kind of to my side. Now it's sitting just dead in front of me. Of course, pokey stick. Because the paints do clog. Hey, you know what? Look at it this way. Even if the paints clog, it's like it's, putting a seal. More of a seal against having air get in it ruined your paints. So I'm adding some metal medium to it. I wonder if I can do it in such a way that's uneven. Oh, let's see, brushes. Did I pull out my brushes? Wait, no, my brushes are in the bag on the floor because, of course, I was working on stuff. This is the thing that makes me sad. I love all these challenges that are out there. I love the Reaper Challenge League, and I know I'm throwing one into the hat, and I love the Mrs. MLG's, the Mighty Lancer games. They have a challenge too, and it's like I feel so bad that I can't do any of them because I'm too busy with commission work. And I schedule stuff for the stream, but it's like, I've been planning some of the stuff out for a couple months, and I don't really want to change it too much. Although coming up, I get this year's exclusive convention mini for TotalCon. As they're awesome. I run the mini paint and take there, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. but it's like the Bride of Frankenstein because it's a horror can. It's like a horror theme this year. I don't know if I can fix that. No, I'm gonna just cover it. But anyways, it's the Bride of. So I will paint that on stream when we get a little closer to the con. And soon I'm gonna start painting all those Critical Role Vox Machina minis I have. Triangle or something. I'm not going to stir the paint in the metallized thing too evenly. Actually, I'm going to try to have it so that... Wow. There's crud in this brush, which is fine. The brush I'm using right now is a cruddy brush. It's meant to be wrecked. So I'm going to see if this will do anything. I don't know. I've never tried it. But why not? So the only thing I got done on this was the eyes. This may not work. I don't think it'll work, but I might as well try it. We get a little randomness in there. Or it'll just all mix. Yeah, it's just gonna mix anyways. I think I will just... Actually, I'm just going to paint over everything. I find that's the easiest way with these. Just paint over, base coat over everything. Probably shouldn't use a big honking brush around areas where I need to keep it somewhat neat. It's not sticking real well. That's it. It's his bone, so it's it. I can get it to stick. It just takes a little work. And I'll just go back over areas too that it pulled away from. It's fine. Oh God. I do not want to screw up my eyes. There we go. I said I can always replace the dark green if I have to. That's what I get for using a big brush. Big brushes are good, but you shouldn't use them where we've got precision. I scraped most of that out there. That's fine. Alright, so don't use a big brush around areas like that. Just use a little one. Alright. That's it. What I may do is I may go back in with the darker green and just go over that line again and even things out. Well, it's still coming up. So, Mini Mommy, what are you working on anyways? Or I assume you're working on something because usually you're always working on something. And links are bonus, links for bonus points. Let's see. I'm going to do this. You've got a WizKids Blue Dragon Arrow No Picture. You know, I think, well, she was painting it as a blue dragon, but Bunny was at her painting day yesterday. And she was painting, of course, so was Crimson. And she was painting a blue dragon. It was coming out good. Just gonna redefine that. There we go. That looks good. I'm just straightening things out. Get around the face, get around the eyes done. The rest of it'll be cake. Now I'm going to go over this bottom section at least. Gee, I just realized I probably should paint the legs. I didn't do this on the other one that had the special effect. The glitter, I put glitter in his, I think. Did I put glitter in his arms? Oh, no, I did. Alright, so probably shouldn't have any of the metallized, the metallic stuff on the arms. If I get A on there, no big deal. I'm just going to paint over it anyways. Said I'm just going over the numbers, and because I found it was actually pretty easy, a lot easier to go over the numbers and just paint them in afterwards. Okay, let that dry a little bit. Oh, it's the trombone repairman. I have that right here. No, I'm not going to paint faster. Although, you know, it would probably be helpful to get all my commission work done if I could paint faster. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. How are you doing? How are you feeling, Mr. Trombone Repairman? Any sign of, did your wife give it to you? Or are you still good? So it's going to be very interesting since I found out I did a painting event. Now we all wore masks and such, and but I found out one of the staff members. You are? Damn it. Positive? You're positive? Because you said for a while there you were doing okay and you weren't negative. You were negative, rather. I think we're all doomed to get it. I know so many people right now that have it. Although there was actually no email at work today for a change. But I found out someone at the store, we had our painting party yesterday, one of the staff people has it. So I'm like, oh good. We'll see if the masks worked. So I said, painting up my little... Hey, you know what, trombone repairman? You know what this is? You know which character inspires this die? You should. Because it's a ranger. And I know you don't see the dice I use for, but this is the colors are inspired by one of Anja's dice. But it's a guy mini. They kind of all are. Pretty sure that's a what? A range? No, that's not a range barbarian. It's a ranger. In fact, it says Ranger right on the. Let's see, what does it go? I wrote his name. It's like Octavius. By the way. Oh, Dave. Oh, sorry. Dave, are you still there? I am. No. I am a huge fan of Reaper Minis. I'm sorry, I didn't see your question. So I love their minis. I will absolutely advertise for them. They're also, they're made here. Well, a lot of them made here now. But I do. I just love their minis so much, and I love their paints. So, and I have like 2,000 unpainted minis because I do all the Kickstarters. Although after I do these guys, and very soon I'm going to switch to Critical Role minis, which are made by Steamforged. So I don't just paint nothing but Reapers. I would probably still use the paint because I really like the paint. I also paint Games Workshop stuff too. I have tons of it, but also a lot of my commission stuff right now is Games Workshop. It's up here. So like when during the day I'm actually painting these guys. Oh, have fun, Kyle. Let's see. Oh, this is the one that's almost done. The Lieutenant. It's a Terminator Lieutenant. So as much as I love Reaper, and I will, paint a lot of their stuff and say how great they are and things. And I'm running the challenge. But the challenge that I'm running, which I don't know if you've caught, which is, incidentally, we're picking a Reaper Mini. Actually, somebody else created it. And it's actually a summer challenge that this guy on Twitter, he's a painter. He paints lots of dragons. His name is Theraval, or at least his Twitter tag is. And he runs a challenge in the summer where basically we pick a Reaper Mini, and we paint it up as a community. So, like, it's, oh, did I ever? I don't think I put it in here. I don't think I put it in here. But I painted up this really cool, last year we did a tree hunt, so, but I'm like, it's winter, we're all cooped up, let's run the challenge in the winter, and I'll do it as the Muse and Friends challenge. So, come to think of it, my poll I'm sure is done. I'm pretty sure Baba Yaga won. She had a pretty good lead, so there was a group of people who wanted the rock troll to win, but unfortunately it was just too far behind. So I hope that answers your question. I hope you're still around. I think you're still around. So I hope that answers your question. I just happen to really love their stuff. And I have way too much of it that's not painted. So the stream is more or less so I can paint my stuff that's not commissions. I'll also be painting something I mentioned earlier from Dragon Bait Miniatures. So it's they do a mini for TotalCon every year, and that's like one of my main cons. Let's see if I can get this in here again. Ooh, too far. So it's like the Bride of Frankenstein. The glare is killing me here. So if you're still there, I hope this answers your question. Sorry I missed it. I saw a trombone repairman pop on. I was like, oh, hey. But I went to ReaperCon and met a lot of the people that work there and such, and they're really nice people, so. And they have really good customer service. So I try to support them. And I love these monsters. I actually really like these dice monsters. I will tell you this. If people want me to paint something in particular, I'll take requests. Absolutely. It doesn't always have to be Reaper stuff. You know, I just thought January is a good time to maybe get these guys done. And now I'm just trying to solidly fill in this color. Try something. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna add a little more green into this. I have some green on my palette that's darker that I use for the eyes. And right now I'm mixing it in. With the green, the slime green, dungeon slime, whatever that was called. I'm the artist, I can take a few little liberties with this. So now I'm sort of putting some little swirls. I'm using this also as a shade. Actually, I wonder what happened. I love experimenting here, so I'm kind of experimenting. I'm going to take out some of the pure metallized metal. And I'm just going to kind of add a little in here and there. Come on, get on there. All right. Just adding, let's see, maybe add a little bit of my original color back in there. It's supposed to be, it's kind of looking a little viney here for some of these. That's a Ranger, right? Maybe put a swirl. It's a lot easier to do on the sides. I've got less stuff on it. And I get this the pure. This should actually come out later if I just add a bit of this pure metal medium. Or it makes it a little more shiny. But it's, yeah, I can see it's actually whiter in there. Admittedly, I am totally winging it. I guess that means in February too. I probably should paint. Well, maybe I won't paint Baba Yaga on here. I haven't decided yet. I could keep it a secret and let everybody just discover it, you know, when I'm done with it. Freehanding like this is fun because it's almost, you can almost do no wrong. Because you're just going wherever. It gets a little crazy. I like it. These guys kind of are crazy. Bring that lip back a bit. Now look at my set to see where I might have things that are crossing over. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't even consider doing this till I started just painting it on there. That's a ranger. Vines totally make sense. I don't know if I've got a favorite spell for her. She just tends to beat things up. Oops. Brush is starting to split. Well, I hope everybody had a good Monday. My Monday was good because the internet cable got replaced in this house. The internet cable that was about, 40 years old. I don't remember how old this house is. So needless to say, it wasn't really doing the job anymore. So hopefully all the issues I've been having will go away. Now you guys, I don't think saw too much of that because we'd always kick our router before I'd stream. So it would fix things for a time, but we'd have to basically reboot our router every day. Sayarnis! Yellow to you too. It's actually, well, it's a little yellow on screen, but it is kind of greenish. It's like dungeon slime. I decided I'm adding little like vines to it because it's for a ranger. How are you tonight? Sorry, I tried putting my camera in such a way that maybe I would keep my thing on screen, but probably not. So what I'm doing now is that I'm adding in these like viney type things. And I'm also adding in a little bit, because the dye's got kind of, the sheen to it. So I'm sort of adding in some, just some straight metal medium, which will lighten it. Around some of the edges. You're tired and so I spent the, well, I thought you fixed it. You didn't get it all fixed? It was still, giving you issues? Because that's unfortunate. I'm not sure what's going on with plumbing issues. I've fixed it too, but more stubborn. And it is fixed now. Good. I'm glad you're more stubborn than it. So we had our painting day yesterday. And I did go on to I went on to the D10 because I'm trying to get through these guys. So I started it. And there's what I got done so far. So, the dye is actually translucent. So I'll go with translucent. You can't, or transparent. It's really cool because when you actually turn this dye in the light, it actually changes colors. But it is ultimately green, blue, and purple. So that's what I did yesterday. But yeah, I decided I wanted to kind of go on and get something done. And painting party was a good opportunity. But I'm still working on Mr. Ranger. Adding some, as I said, I'm adding basically some, I love the metal medium, but you can actually add it in and it comes out like, so you can see it. It makes things a little light, even, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Yeah, you can. Ooh, you can really see it on camera. But it actually make things, doesn't make them quite that white, but it actually makes, it does lighten things. Which is sort of what I'm shooting for here. We had a lovely time yesterday. Except for the fact, ha ha ha, one of the staffers at the store apparently tested positive today for COVID. So, oh goody. Just in time to ruin my trip to Captain Con. Well, maybe not. Maybe I get it now. Captain Con's not for 2 weeks. So maybe it won't ruin it. And I still haven't used any time yet. So apparently, I think what it is, you can, let me put this down for a sec. So, and I'm going to take this off because I believe it has definitely been 15, I know it's been 15 minutes. Ooh. And the guy who blew the channel points for that, he had to go off and watch his kids. And I think he actually has it. So yesterday, after the Battle of the sewer line, I played Kerbal Space Program. I'm not painting tonight, just relaxing, watching the stream on YouTube. So, that's good though. I'm glad you're relaxing. You earned it. Oh man, I'd like to take, it's funny, all through the holiday season, I think I worked one full 5-day week, the beginning of December, and then I didn't work another 5-day week until 2 weeks into January, I think. All right, I'm going to pour out a little more of the, where the hell did it go? Oh, it's hiding under the paper towel that I had so I'm also working on these too right now. I'm actually pretty happy, more happy with it now than I was last night or 2 nights ago. It's starting to get there. Bebop says hi, I'm well, I can't wait to see her. She'll have to, she'll have to tell me how it's going with the doll. All right, so I'm gonna put, I do wonder if I lighten this up a little bit by adding the metallized medium in it. Maybe I should paint some spots that don't have any. I am painting the arms. The other big thing I did this week, let's see, this was somewhat of a productive weekend actually. So I brought in my car for its 1 year oil change and got it inspected and happy birthday car. The good news is that they finally figured out don't laugh, there's a leak in my car's door. There has been since I bought the damn thing. And we've been trying to pin it down. Every time it rains hard, when you think it would, the leak would, I'd be able to sit there and watch the water drip in to figure out where the hell it's coming from. It'd never leak. So I've waited for months, and then finally, when I brought it in, I'm like, if you can figure out where the hell this damn leak is, please do. And they knew about it. They tried to make it leak themselves, and that didn't work either. So apparently, so the funny thing is, I thought, well, maybe this is a thing with other cars because of the way it was going. I figured maybe there was a defect or something somewhere. Now, I love the car. Okay? Absolutely love my car. It's a Subaru Outback. Now, I love it so much. This is the one thing. And then the lady I brought it to said, hey, someone else had it happen to them. I'm like, great! Not great for them, but great because they were able to figure out what the problem was. So next weekend I'll probably be bringing it back to have the door seal, because apparently something got crunched in it, so the water is not traveling the direction it should. And it's lining up and it's ending up between the car and the door panel and the car body, and it's basically forcing itself into the car. So there was that. And then what else happened? Oh, and we replaced the ancient cable, the ancient internet cable, with something, a lot newer that will handle the bandwidth that this house uses, or pretty much any house uses these days. So there was that. That got replaced tonight, and I think so far, so good. So things were pretty good today. It was not a bad Monday. Right now, I'm just kind of blending, or trying to blend it. I'm using some non-metallized of this slime green to sort of go over and blend things in and maybe add another little dimension to it. So much coming up that's going on. It's great. But boy, am I going to be busy. You find your megalodon tooth. Oh, cool. You printed a megalodon tooth. Very cool. Don't mind me while I look at it. Alright, what do I want to do next? I can do the mouth. I suppose I could do the face. Finish the face. So since I'm basing this on my PC, he's going to have, let's see if I can make that work. Red hair with the purple dice pips. Wasn't going to hunt the beaches in oh, geez. The beaches in North Carolina pay $4,000 for one. You could go to that store, what is it, the Village Silversmith, which is like a chain of stores. They have like malls. They have, I wish I could remember how much it was, because it was so much money. They have like a ancient cave bear skeleton in one of them. Full size, the whole skeleton I think is there. Thing is like 10, I swear to God, it must be like 10 feet tall. It's huge. Don't mind me while I look. I think I'm going to make a little super, super dark green for the mouth. I'm basically going to take and mix black with green. Sec. This thing is not closing right. This is a big bunch of paint in here that's dry. I think it's dry. So you said you're here and you're just getting into painting. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, if you've been paying attention to the @everybody tags on my Discord, as you know, I've been having a little poll going on Twitter to pick a mini that we can paint as a community, and you guys can all tag me back, and I can, I'll share your work on Twitter, and maybe on, I don't know, maybe on, I could do Instagram, I could do Facebook too. Alright, there are not 8 minutes left. So Baba Yaga, it's all the minis for Reaper minis. So Baba Yaga is the winning mini. The funny thing is, I think there are 2 Baba Yagas, because I believe there was a special Kickstarter one, which I don't think you can buy. And then there's the one that you can buy that's part of the Pathfinder line. So Baba Yaga wins! Time to go out and buy it, or I actually have it. If you have it, great! Oh, where's the green? So I'm using Reptilian Green as my darker green there. That's what I actually mixed in to make the little viney looking things. I mixed some of that in with the slime. You get to paint John Wick. What do you mean you get to paint John Wick? For what? Yeah, I want it to be a green toned black. So I want it to still be black. There we go, a little runaway. All right, there we go. Said it's not pure black. It is a little, I put green in it, so. These guys all have great expressions. John, oh, it was also called Baba Yaga. Close. Hi, Lore! Just in time. So the winner of the Reaper Paint-Along is going to be Baba Yaga. Or the Muse and Friends Challenge. Which is a summer or winter version of the Tavern and Friends Challenge we do in the summer. All you have to do now is pick that mini up, or if you have it, even better. Or I'll say, you know what, even if you've got the Kickstarter version, I know you don't, Laura, but if you got the Kickstarter version, I'll even take credit for that too. It's a Reaper mini. I said, thankfully, I don't have to order it. It's really kind of cool. Of course, then again, I have so many of the friggin' minis that are unpainted. It wasn't a stretch to, it wasn't a stretch to think that I might actually get one that I don't own or that I do own. When I did the Treant, I actually had to order that. I didn't own that one, but I should put that in my slideshow here. I don't know why I don't have it here. But yeah, but it said it's just for fun. What you do is you paint it up, post it online sometime during February, or I'll have to say if you have to go into early March, since I've really, it is the 20, what the hell's the date today? 24th. So it doesn't give a lot of time to order. I'll even go into March, and then I'll take them and I'm going to start a thread or something on Twitter, and I'm going to retweet them all to the thread, or try to. Yeah, actually I can. I just copy the links. And we'll just have, plus also I've got the hashtag, the Muse and Friends. And people can look it up that way too. So I just want to get people painting. And I thought this was such a great way to do it. Alright, so his mouth is painted. In fact, I'm going to take a little, I'm going to put some, to outline the teeth. These guys are kind of cartoony. So going with a more comic style, which means you like outline things like this. It's not as much about smooth painting and such. It's like, think about a comic book and the way that things are done there. Although a lot of the shading is fairly, a lot of the shading is smooth, but you still oftentimes have black lining around everything. Okay. I go do the teeth next. Oh, come on. Wasn't coming up. So I'm starting with aged bone. I said I'm using Reaper paints because I really like them. I'm going to try to leave some of that black. His teeth are really small. Then I got polished bone. I'm going to use this more of a highlight, and I'm going to debate whether or not I want to go all the way to white, because the teeth are shiny. And shiny things, you should go as light as possible. I'm just trying to paint the tops and kind of the middles. These are small. Yeah, I think I am going to add a little pure white to this. Oh my God, it's already after 8. Ah! I'm an hour into this. Of course, this is my night that I don't really have to run either after stream, so. There, add a little white to it. Bam. So, this is the part that's going to be tricky. Because I do have my character then basing enough. Okay, so, hey, look at that. So dye is this. I should put it by his head. So basically, it being a ranger, the inspiration is Anja Yeager, my half-elven. Granted, it's a guy. Okay, so I'm not painting a female, but it's my half-elven ranger I play on Murder Hobo Inc. And this is one of the dice, so it's Cthulhu based. So I saw these dice, and I'm like, hey, that's really good for Cthulhu based, purple and kind of a sickly green. So hence why I've got this like dungeon slime green color. But I added these in more green, added these like almost like tendrils going up thing and some metallized paint because you can see this, if you can see, there's like white, there's a bit, of whitish metallized looking bits in this resin. Now here's the tricky part. Anja has red hair, and I've got these purple numbers. So I've got to pick two colors that are going to jive together. The red hair is almost, it's almost orangey. Yeah, it's almost not orangey, it's auburn. So I'm going to basically look and put colors together and see if I like them. I keep looking at cobalt scale, which is red. That is definitely a reddish hue. It's kind of brown, so it's sort of neutral, which might not be bad. And then maybe layer, or I could, Hellborn red's not bad either. But that might be a little too orangey for what I'm shooting for here. This might not be terrible. Although, it is. Trying to find a purple that looks pretty good. I don't think that's quite ain't right. Just make her part of the red and hat purple dress club. What is the red hat purple dress club? Well, I mean, no, it's I don't like it. I mean, the Eldritch Purple I had in my hand isn't bad. I also have other, I do have other paints. Alright, I'm just scooch that out of the way. I got stuff here. I've got too much stuff under my table. let's see. Arcor purple might be closer. See, that's too, oh, that's almost too light. Well, actually no, it's not. I think I'll go with this color. Because when I look at it, I mean, sometimes it's hard to really tell. Your eye will be influenced by the colors around it too. But if I focus on it, it does look a little lighter. I think this is a little lighter than that, but I think it is not a bad. I don't know. Ah! Alright, you know what? I'm going to go back to the other one because I think it's a better match with the other colors. I'm just going to leave that here. I'm going to go back to, I think I'm going to do Eldritch Purple. Because I don't hate that combination. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint one of the numbers. Once I can get the paint out of the bottle. Okay, now we need my brush with the good tip to it. I think I'll just do this number 5. You know what? Maybe Laura, maybe we should have you pick the colors for the wizard. I was thinking of I actually really don't have any wizards that I play. And I don't have the Caduceus dice set, so from Critical Role, so I can't use that one. No, Laura was a wizard. Maybe I should do a Wild Frost Wizard. Blues. That'd be pretty. Ultra Rainbow with Paul 7. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so there's the number. I actually like the number. That looks good. Now it's whether I'm going to like the hair with it. Well, we'll see about that. Maybe. I don't hate the colors. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to see if I like this together. Of course, they're off to the side, so it's not... I guess you do see it a bit. So yeah, there we go. I'll do it in honor of war. Why not? And he's got a little beard. And after I get this done, I'll go back to doing numbers. And then after all this, I'll go back to doing Space Marines. There's still a color fan routes in Final Fantasy 14. Well, it's a good color. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. That's actually a really good color. Carol's thinking. What if I take... I like to experiment here. So what if I take and mix a little bit of a brighter red in with some purple? I want to keep it a brighter red, but I wouldn't mind shifting it a little bit towards that purple side of the color wheel. Just a hair. It's going to be subtle, I think. Oh, so Laura, I got my internet cable redone today. So the guy actually showed up on time. Made up for the fact the guy blew us off on Saturday. I was so mad because I canceled stream on the best day that I have so they could fix the cable, and then they never showed. Well, I guess he showed up, sat outside for 10 minutes and said, "Hey, nobody's here." Jerk. I hope they fire him. That's fairly red. I do need to go lighter. I mean, most of the time when I've had Comcast people come here, it hasn't been like that. Usually they show up. And they've been good. A guy today was good too. Although funny story, true story, I was actually driving home and I saw the Comcast truck parked up the street, not in front of my house. And I just kind of rolled up like, what's going on? So I kind of rolled up to him and I'm like, are you supposed to be down the street a bit? And he's like, I go, I'm supposed to have somebody actually come to my house. And I go, at 4 o'clock. And he's like, what's the address? And I'm like, well, 17B Garfield. Oh, I just came from there. We're done. I'm just here trying to figure out where the hell I'm going. So I was like, great. So everything's working? He's like, yep. I'm like, terrific. Oh, that's too dark. I want something lighter. Maybe we'll just like add Let's see what color this comes out as. New Year, we've needed it. So the cable was the original one that was put in the house. So it's probably 30, I don't remember how many years old this house is, 30 or 40 years. Oh my gosh, what is going on? But now at least hopefully reliable internet, not one you have to kick every day. Hey, there's Kevin. So, Kevin, as an FYI, just so you know, although I don't think you were near anybody, any of the staff that often, you bought something. But apparently one of the staff at the Queen's Gambit tested positive for COVID today, so there's that. Just as an FYI. Still worth it. It was still worth it for me to come and see you guys, and I hope you found it worth it. Thanks for not amused. I know. I mean, unfortunately, I mean, none of them seemed sick. No one was like coughing, sneezing, or acting particularly draggy. So, I mean, I'm going with the assumption that they honestly did not know, until today. Hey, Bunny. So I wanted to let you two know, okay? But you guys, the most I think you ever interacted with any staff member, and it was Carrie. And I don't think it wasn't her. I don't think it's her. So I think you're okay. Well, actually, I'm not so sure about that. I was going to say symptomatic, but symptoms aren't terrible if you're vaccinated and boosted. So that will line it up. I'm trying to find a color to paint the highlights on this hair. So I think you two are probably okay, because I said I think the only person you really interacted with was when you bought stuff. And that was with Carrie. And judging from what I saw on the thing on Discord, I don't think it's her. Oh, okay. See you, Laura. It was good to see you, even for a couple minutes. I'm trying something, but it's coming up. Yeah, it's coming out too pink. I don't want to go. My problem is I've got purple in this that I'm going to do. Because, of course. If I make it orange, I don't think it's going to work real well. Alright, well, let me see how this looks. I mixed up a color. It's just really a highlight, so. To make these, like, eyebrows stand out a little. I guess I don't hate that. Well, my view is everyone's going to get it at some point. I mean, I know a hell of a lot of people that have got it. And honestly, if you're vaccinated and boosted, I mean, everybody that's been vaccinated, it's been vaccinated, not even boosted, has come out fine. The only people that are like ending up in the hospital are people who are, well, maybe if they have like severe have conditions that it will, even if you're vaccinated. So I don't know how, hopefully you guys don't have anything like that. Unfortunately, that's the risk you're going to run if you go anywhere with people. There's just ways to minimize the risk. Just, by, said, vaccinating, wearing masks. The masks will help. I'm convinced that they protected me multiple times. I'm going to add a little white highlight. That's a little more than I think I want. Its hair, it should be shiny. Although, guys, if you want to do, I have the winning mini from the Muse and Friends challenge. It has been picked. Oh, I cannot keep my camera. I don't know why I can't keep this on screen. I tried moving my camera around. So I'm going to move it this way. So at least maybe I'll stop going off the table quite so much. But the winning mini is indeed Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, Yaga, Yaga. So basically, you pick up Baba Yaga from Reaper, or if you have it already, even better. Paint it up during the month of February and maybe early March, and get me pictures, and I will share them with all the others I get. But it'd be a fun. It's like Theraval. I told you it's like the Theraval and Friends challenge. It's just the Muse and Friends challenge, because he doesn't want to do it. I mean, it's a lot of it's work. So, and he's busy. He does. He's actually like a pharmacist. So, needless to say, he's busy. What do you mean, no? Do it. Actually, have Bunny do it. She had a good time with the Theraval challenge. Alrighty. Oh good, my green hasn't completely dried up. I think his eyebrows are a little out of control here. Where's my reptile green? I think there's only one on sale there. I think it is $60.77. I'll tell you what, hang on. I can look it up. Also, you haven't got any pictures of the stuff you did. Oh, they weren't really done, I guess. Or, you know what, you can just type in Baba Yaga on their site, and it's the only Baba Yaga. If there's two Baba Yagas, there was another one they did in the Kickstarter. Yeah, 677. Or that's 60,077. There was a Kickstarter version, but that is not, they don't have it up. And I don't know if actually they're going to sell that one other than the Kickstarter. Yeah, the only thing I get for Baba Yaga, oh, you can't get the hut. Oh, boo. That's right, I have Baba Yaga's hut. I have the Kickstarter version, which is not as good as the The Kickstarter version was a prototype. The hut they ended up being better because you can actually take the legs off of it and just use it as a hut. But Baba Yaga is really, I think the mini is really cool. Actually, I can put this on display. And she's metal, so you'll get some pretty good results. Does she come in pieces? She does come in pieces. Actually, you know, I should know that. I have this model. It's about freaking time I painted it. I think the nice thing about this is at least I'll get something out of my pile of shame. Now, when I picked the minis, because I picked it, I had to pick it based on the category, and it was Fae, and she's like Queen of the Fae. You know, she's like the #1 Fae. So I'm kind of glad she won. But it's interesting because there are a lot of things I noticed that didn't used to be considered Fae that are now considered Fae, which I thought was funny. All right, back to numbers here. Oh my god, I cannot keep this friggin' on screen. What the hell is wrong with me? I even have like marks on this thing so I can keep it on screen, and I never do. Part of it is I am trying a different angle with my camera to see it's not helping. Okay, so there's that number. But if I recall, the one that came in the Kickstarter had her basically with the pestle, because she flies around in a pestle. If I could find the time, I would paint up the hut too next month. But that's probably not going to happen, because I still have a bajillion things to do. Meaning Space Marines. I said, you know what the funny thing is? All 4 of the minis, actually the Jabberwock, I was like, eh. I like the Dryad. I have her too. And I would have been, oh, I gotta back it up a little. I would have been perfectly happy if the Dryad won. In fact, other than maybe the Jabberwock, which I still would have been happy. I would love to paint one of those for Joe. But that was my least favorite of that bunch. But I really like her. That's why I made sure she got on there. I thought I saw the potential. There was a lot of things that people could do with her. People totally do surprise me though, with like how they paint things that I don't think there's going to be a lot of variation. They're usually like no two are ever the same. So this is okay. So that. Wonder if that's 7. They actually used a real die, so the number sequence is correct. That's it. Next, I was gonna say next winter we could do Baba Yaga's hut, but I didn't realize. Well, the one thing that had to be that's the other thing. When I picked a mini. It had to be available. in their store. So, because that would really suck if I pick something wins and they don't have for sale, so people would be locked out. That would be no good. Yeah, this is not coming out great. Thank God for touching up. Jesus Christ, now I can't, now I'm too far up. I'll figure out my camera at some point. I'm definitely a bit happy with the Terminators I was working on. Oh, yeah, so Crimson, this is what I got now. I'm going with a lot of gold here. Whoop, let me poke. It's got to go higher. So he's almost done. Oh yeah, it's funny thing is they got things, of course, I can write on, and he gave me nothing to write on anything, so I'm leaving them all blank. I do want to do the green eyes, and I gotta do with this guy. He's got like this eye thing here. I'm gonna paint that black, and maybe put a black thing on his head. Because the guy mentioned something about adding a little black to the helmet to distinguish his rank. And then I did this today. So I was starting to do the bone white. I guess I'm going to have to... No. That's confusing in there. I can't tell where the pauldron ends and the red begins. I think I have it right, though. Hey, Bebop! My crazy ranger says hello. See, he's waving. Oh, no, he's actually grabbing for a thing. Got a lot of his face done. Oh, I'm doing numbers. That's what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure that's a 1. Oh, no, what is that? Oh, never mind. The numbers do not match the ones on these. Forget what I said. Apparently they don't match on every single one. This is a 1. So how are you, Bebop? I'll look up in a sec. Don't forget, guys, I'm link friendly, so if you get anything you want to share, you can share. You know, migraines, I was in, aw. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. Of course, you know, something I do want to point out. Of course, this time I'll probably catch it. But I have done conventions and stuff during the time of COVID, and yet I have not gotten a symptom. So, just because you might be near somebody who has it doesn't mean you're guaranteed to catch it, is what I've found. Two of my friends, actually one of my friends had it. Her husband did not, though. But she did, and they lived together, so... But they did isolate, and he never caught it. So it is possible to be in the same building, or maybe even the same room, as long as you're distanced with somebody and not catch it. So, Bebop, I was saying that, and if you guys want to participate, I'd love to have you guys participate. If you want to get your mini paint on, so I'm doing a little community mini painting challenge where we voted. Actually, got a pretty good amount of votes, like 30 votes. Okay, that doesn't seem like a lot in the Twitterverse, but I'm happy with that. We voted for a Reaper Mini to paint for the month of February and into March because it's so late in January. I want to make sure people have time to order it if they need to order it, or if they're like me and have 9,000 minis, we already have it. But the winning mini was Baba Yaga, which is 60077, or just put in Baba Yaga in on Reaper's website. Or if you're like me and you like collect all the freaking Kickstarter stuff, there was a Baba Yaga in that, and I will take that. You can do either or. So there are options here. Unfortunately, I don't think they do not sell the Baba Yaga that came in the Kickstarter on their site. So I can't help you there. But the original mini is really cool. And it's kind of appropriate since she's sort of like the Queen of the Fae. What time is it? It's 8:44. Okay. So what am I gonna do now? I guess I should do... I'm gonna take a look. I have artwork for this character. So I'll go to my pictures. Oh yeah, and yesterday, I'll just put this out here. Yesterday I did this guy. I'm really happy with the way he's coming out. Now I gotta find the picture because it's been a while. It's been a while since I had it put on here on my phone. We just hit the year mark on our. We just hit the year anniversary of our. Actually, it's pretty good. We hit the year anniversary of our campaign, so yay, 20-something episodes. So she's got, alright, so she's got brown boots. I guess I would do brown gloves. Granted, also my ranger is a, 1 sec. Move him out of the way. There, that's better. So brown. So I guess I should go with brown accessories, leather accessories. I know what. I know what color I'm gonna go with. Ugh. If I can find it, I should be able to find it. I know I left it in here. I really like this color too. I've already used a lot of it. Nope, that's sugar red. Come on, I know you're right. You're right here, aren't you? Ruddy leather. Ruddy leather. And my paints are all in disarray. Okay. Ready leather, of course, has a little bit of a reddish tinge to it, so I think it'll look nice. Oh, it's pretty dark. Go to a larger gauge brush. And I see I missed a spot on my green. Which I'm gonna have to go back and get. Get the tops of the shoes. God damn it, I cannot keep this on screen. So I'm gonna add a little, gonna lighten this up a little, since I had the colors handy. Painting highlight on that knee. And one on this knee. And a little bit on the arm. Because the top should really be a little bit lighter. Oh, that's true. I still have to do, some edge lining along these edges. Which I'm probably going to do white. Because it's already so light as it is. Speaking of leather, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make little pirate. Oh my god, that's so cute! That sounds like the, oh my god, little pirate boots. That sounds so cute. There's gotta be a pattern out there for that. To make boots. You know what? Google it. Google pattern for pirate boots. I'm sure something will come out Somebody's gonna have something out there for that. Are you sewing all the clothes and everything for this? Yeah, you have all February once the dolls strung together. Oh, that's cool. You are very talented. I'll tell you what, I'm not really good. I can hand sew, but forget machine sewing. I've never been good at that. This number is still bothering me. This is the number 1 is bugging me here. I don't know if there's something with the sculpt or what. I'm gonna hand sew all the clothing. That's, oh, okay. Yeah, this really is how I work. I basically will paint, and if I see something I don't like, I just go back and nitpick at it, no matter what I'm doing. I probably will never be totally happy with that number. I'm just gonna keep base. Oh, that's. I could do it different colors. You know what? I might make that lighter. Where do you let it for the boots? Let's go more standard. Bootstrap. Ironically, bootstrap leather for the. Sure, I'll do bootstrap leather for the gloves. I also may do it for some highlighting on the boots. Now I'm blocking in colors here. Hoping by working in a little bit of this color into the boots, it'll sort of tie everything together. But I'm going to base coat the hands first. You know, one thing I have sitting on my desk is an unpainted, really large high roller that's a pirate. And actually, the person I raid on Saturdays he's doing something called Finish Friday. Hey, Gel Tip! The Ball GM's doing something called, I think it's Finish Fridays, where he picks projects that he started and is finishing them off. And he's actually doing that pirate. Oh, that is weird. I've got color on my... I'm not even sure how that got in there. Oh, I guess I will touch that up in a minute, because I don't want to forget. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Gel Tip? Well, you made it with a half hour to go. Oh, wait, what time is it? No, it's time for me to friggin' go. Why do you always do this to me? You always show up. Except for last time. When I'm about to ready to friggin' pop off. And it doesn't matter which stream it is. If it's my later one on Wednesday, you still show up with 5 minutes left to go. It's like a running joke. You should come on here and yell at me to keep my friggin' picture on screen. So, Gel Tip. Actually, maybe I should ask if you'll let me, Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe I should ask you if I could get permission to post this. So, as you may or may not have known, because I have been tagging everybody in my Discord, and you are a member, I'm hosting like a community painting challenge called The Muse and Friends. I know, I can't wait! The Muse and Friends. And we have a winning mini. So basically what you do is it's a Reaper mini. That was the only thing, is it had to be a Reaper mini, because this is based on the Tavern and Friends challenge that happens in the summer. But I wanted to do one in the winter because it's like freeing. Well, you don't have to worry about it, because now the voting is over. We have picked our mini. It's Baba Yaga. And it's the Reaper version. Because as I said, this was somebody else's idea, but I really liked it and figured we're all cooped up here, in the northern hemisphere in winter. So I want to run it. I want to run this challenge for winter. So yeah, Baba Yaga wins. So basically, unless you have it, pick it up off Reaper site, or see if maybe someone might carry it. It's in their Pathfinder range. Or, like in my case, there is actually a Kickstarter version they did of her with I believe with the pestle. And I will take that too. But they don't sell that one in the store. And I'm not sure they ever will. That may have been a Kickstarter exclusive. Yeah, I don't have to rush this time, so I'm going to fix up this arm before I go. But, I can't believe it's already 9 o'clock. But that's the winning one. And basically, you just paint it up and get me pictures. You put them on my Discord. You could put them on Twitter if you had Twitter. You don't have Twitter. But you can put them on my Discord. I'll pick them up. Make sure I give credit where credit's due. Make sure I credit you. It's too bad, because the Twitter mini painting community is awesome. There's a channel I made. Pardon me. While I go look. Somebody posted, oh no, that was me going live. That's what posted on here. I do have one under, what the hell was that? Oh, under Miniature Inspiration Station, the group of channels. Channels? That's all right. Oh, maybe that is right. The group of threads. It says the Muse and Friends Challenge results. So you could post it there. Or you can message me the photos, whatever, and I'll make sure they get up on Twitter. And I'll make sure I give you credit. Go away. My button doesn't like to work. That was my fault. Alright, so it's here. I will show you actually, because I have it. So this is the mini. It's Baba Yaga. It's metal. So it's actually a really nice mini. I have her. She's in the Pathfinder. I believe she's in the Pathfinder line of, yeah, you can see right here, she's in the Pathfinder line of minis. She's really cool. People liked her enough to vote her for her, so you basically have until mid-March. I'm gonna extend it. Usually it's like you get it in January and then you paint up in February, but it's so late in January, I want to make sure people have time. So I will take pictures as late as mid-March. Or maybe the end of March. I don't know. Depends how I feel. But I think mid-March will be good enough. Give everybody like at least a month to do it. So that's her. All you have to really do is go to their website and type in Baba Yaga. You'll also get the hut, but the hut unfortunately apparently is not in stock right now. So that is kind of unfortunate. I don't think you do either. You don't have like the ridiculous amount of minis I do. I have so many minis. It's just not even funny. Because I buy all the Kickstarters. So, and actually I think, believe it or not, I think Baba Yaga was actually gifted to me. One of my friends accidentally got two, so he gave me one. And so it was funny because I didn't actually plan on the winner being something I had, let alone was given. What do you mean, what? What? Gifted? Are you all mad because I was gifted one? Oh, no, I said I'm not sure which statement. I didn't say anything bad. I said I was gifted somebody had an extra Baba Yaga and gifted me the extra one. Oh, you don't have minis. No, that's not what I meant. I don't think you have like 5 bajillion Reaper minis. I'm sure you have minis. In fact, I know you have quite a few Games Workshop ones. But I don't think you have 2,000 unpainted Reaper minis in your closet. Maybe you do. I don't know. I didn't think you were big in... I probably have about 2,000 of them that are unpainted. I'll go with 1,500. I know I have over 1,000. I bought every single core Reaper Kickstarter. I've bought a number of the expansions. I bought a bunch of the separate little minis that went along. So, probably. I don't know what you got. But I also did a Kickstarter through Dark Sword Minis, and I had, there are probably 20 or 30 in that. I have the one Cyanus is giving me, you have Raffen Grenadier Reaper Relpartha. Oh my god, you have old school. You also have GW too. I know you do because you were painting Eldar. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm thinking even over, like, I'm thinking over only because I bought all the core sets. That's literally the only reason why I think, but it's like, it's not just core sets. I bought core sets. I said some of the expansions, all those have a bunch of minis in them too. Maybe I don't have 2,000. I have a lot though. And I did get a bunch painted last year, so, but it's still like a drop in the bucket. You did. What? What do you mean I bought corset? I bought a corset at King Richard's Fair. One. Core sets. CORE. Yes. 60,077. Or 60077. I will make sure I post a link in the announcement section of the Discord. Yeah, it's iffy. You may be able to find it, but you may not. I don't know. It's iffy, but who knows? You may be able to find it. And as I said, it's submissions. I'll come up with an actual date to get submissions in by sometime, and I'll maybe I'll just pick like a month from now. Or rather, 2 months from now. Sorry. I want to give people a month to buy it. Now, what I was going to ask is, can we put it on your Discord and let people know? I want to get the word around. I really would like to make this a really awesome community event of mini painters. And it would it'd be really cool if we could even find some new painters who could do it too. So, I like to think I'm an enabler, and I like to enable people to do this hobby. I'm going to do a very dangerous thing on my Discord. I'm going to try to once a week or so go onto Kickstarter and find something really cool and put it on there's a channel called Temptation Island. So I really want to do that. I want to post not so much the results. I guess it would be posting results, but explain what the challenge is. And, tell people how they can participate. If they want. I mean, there's no mandatory thing here, obviously. Oh, let me show you, by the way. I started painting this guy. Starting to do the D10, and that's what I did yesterday during Paint Club. But yeah, I'll post up the rule, basically the rules of engagement. I really like the way this is coming out. Actually, I should just have them standing together. And then, of course, I got the Bard. Oh, I can't fit it in here. Okay, get them all in here. And the D4. The D4 does not want to balance well. Oh, I got them. Ha. There they all are so far. And I got a wizard and the fighter. But pretty soon I'm probably once I finish this, I'm probably going to switch to Steamforge's Critical Role set. Because the Vox Machina cartoon starts, so. Yeah, that's fine, wherever. No, it's not a giveaway. It's a community paint challenge. So, as I said, it'd just be really cool if, it's a way to get people painting. And I said, I'm an enabler. I love to get people painting. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What am I doing this week? I'll be back on Wednesday night. Are you D&Ding this week, Jill Tip? I forget. But Wednesday, I'll be back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So maybe you'll drop in before 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. I appreciate, even if you're here for 5 minutes, and especially tonight, I don't care. I'm not, chit chatting's fine. But yeah, and then I'll be on. I should be on Saturday. And the other thing is, now I did get my internet cable replaced, so I shouldn't have any more issues with friggin' disconnects. And I wasn't disconnecting on this, but you will paint on Wednesday lurking your channel. Okay, that's fine. I always get a kick out of that when people do. You do. I'm so excited to see it, and I imagine it's going to be amazing. You're not doing it on stream, are you? So I can get a sneak peek? I'm debating whether I want to do the Muses Challenge on stream, or if I want to keep that to myself. Because, do this piece and then just have a reveal on Twitter and my Discord. One other thing I'm working on. I'm working on Blood Ravens. You know, it's funny. The way the light shines off this, it almost looks white, Kevin. But he's coming out good. If I feel up to it, I'm gonna have to go take some aspirin. You did part of a Friday night, but now I'm trying to keep away from. Oh, gee. I don't think I'm judging, so. Nah, I'd say keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. It'll give me something to look forward to. And believe me, I am very excited. Even I'll tell you what. One thing that I think was a good thing you missed was one of the staffers at the Queen's Gambit. I don't think so. I don't usually. Usually I kind of organize the event, but I don't judge. I pick some real good people to judge. So, I'm trying to. Let's see. Phew! It depends on the year too. Sometimes they've had like one of our if we have like a guest that's a mini painter, I'll have them help judge. But a lot of years it's the guy who was my predecessor there who did the mini painting, and oh my god, he's a killer painter himself. And there's one person there that doesn't know a lot about painting, but she's just like the third set of eyes, and she's been judging forever. And usually I get, of course, it's all up in the air. I don't know who's going to attend this year. Everything's up in the air, but usually I get this guy his nickname is Buddha, and he does a lot of painting, and he knows his stuff. So usually what happens is I spend my days, I'm painting. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna be bopping off anyways too. But basically what I do is I work all day doing the mini paint table. So at night I want to actually play, and the judging happens during the Saturday night game slot. So they've always been nice enough to say, pick 3 judges and you're off the hook. So I've managed to make it work. And I said, it's fine. You know, it'll be more for knowing your work, you're going to do well. I think you're going to do really well. And I don't know how many entrants we're going to get. It said everything's up in the air because of COVID. I mean, we don't have Pathfinder Society and there this year, which makes me sad because that's so many of my friends. You know, I think we lost a good part of the population there. But my husband's games have filled up, so that's good. So no, is there anything else, Mr. Jill Tip? Or anybody else out there? Where do I want to go? I don't know if Crimson and Bunny are still around. Who do you want to go visit? Should I go raid? I could go raid. So there's 4 people now. At least there's some people here. No, you can't. Haha. Unless you give me 20. Paint Night was good. Paint Night was good. Crimson was there. Crimson Bunny was there. Bunny who came from Texas to be with Crimson for the rest of their lives. And then we had a couple of new people. It was small. I mean, it was actually smaller than a lot of time. But actually, I had a ton of fun this time. Everyone was really social and very cool and such. And I really actually liked having a small group. But there was a lady who was brand new to painting, and she had a great time, and we hit it off. So hopefully she'll be back. And then there was a guy who he had a group he used to paint with, and COVID came and killed the group. So he's been painting, I think, basically by himself in his house for a while, and decided he wanted to get out of the house and hang out with other painters. So he's been painting longer than we have. And he's been painting for about 30 years. And his work is really good. So, by the way, the next one's going to be February 6th, which I know was like 2 weeks. As long as I don't have COVID, it's going to happen. But unfortunately, I've got so many conventions and such I'm doing next month that I just can't. There was the only week I could do it was February 6th. So keep that in mind. I hope you can make it. But if not, I obviously understand. All right, anything else? Because I'm going to pop off. What? Wait, what? NYS? Oh, New York State. Well, I can't help that, man. It really is the only time I can do it, because you got... On the 5th is Captain Con. I mean, Captain Con's the whole weekend. Oh, that'll be nice. To see your mom. Now, Captain Con is... Actually, that'd be a con that you might want to look into someday. Because I think that's a bit heavy on the miniatures. They have a pretty legit painting contest. See you Saturday, see you Wednesday. No, I guess not. But say Captain Con, I'm gonna be there Saturday, which is the day of the mini paint contest. I think I'm bringing my tree. They painted up, because the only requirement is it doesn't have that it couldn't have. You couldn't get an honorable mention or like a award at a mini painting contest. That's the only criteria for entering something. So I might enter my tree. Because it didn't score a ReaperCon because it wasn't the best thing they deemed I had painted. But let's see. And then the week after that is Murder HoboCon. My Saturday stream is going to be... It's still going to be my Saturday stream, but I'm also going to do it as like a basic painting, lesson. And so there'll be that. And there's a mini painting smackdown on Sunday. So I'll be live on Sunday. I don't know. I want to say probably not. I wouldn't do it if I had been one of the ones that picked and was awarded, but technically it was never judged. And I just don't have time to do something new, so... But typically you paint stuff for a specific contest. Most of them, a lot of them have rules that you can't enter something that already got an award somewhere. But because it technically wasn't even judged, was it really in the contest? So I'm probably gonna bring that. I'd like to see how it would do. But yeah. I don't, like, for TotalCon, I don't even have those rules. I don't care. If you entered it in the Reaper MSP Open, you can bring it. I don't care. But I get it. It's not the yellow eel. I'm not surprised. You said it was going to be new, so I knew it was not the yellow eel. It's more grandiose, so I mean it. I can't wait to see it. I will not be entering into the TotalCon one because I organize it. Sadly, my friend Peter Shaw won't be there either because COVID. I don't really blame him. Although, I guess the COVID rates are starting to go down in our state, so that would be cool if that's really true. Well, that will make me happy. I'd love to spend a whole weekend with you doing nothing but painting. Although at night, that's only during the day. You're going to find something to do at night because I will be out of there at, I think I end at 5 o'clock. And then I go have dinner, and then usually I do something at 7. Although I said there's no Pathfinder or Starfinder, so I might do 7C. If my ticket, I got a ticket, but it was before tickets went live, so I'm kind of confused. All right, so any other questions? Because I'm actually, I was going to work on stuff, but I think I'm going to just pop off. And maybe go lie down. I'm tired. But yeah, and seriously, yeah, if you have any other questions about TotalCon or whatever, let me know. Plus, also you got nothing. Alright, I'm gonna end my stream because I'm just right now. I may go listen in somewhere. I'm not sure what. I don't know if I've got the spoons in me for. Sadly, I don't know if I got the spoons in me for Pyro Club paint night. I had a good time last week, though. I hung out there. So have a lovely evening, people. Thank you for tuning in. I said I'll be back on Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern. And go get your Baba Yagas and paint them up. Thank you for dropping by. Me streaming, that's the easy part, man. It gives me an excuse to paint. Alright, well, I'll talk to you later. Right? Bye.